Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Theresa derails Stephanie's awkward Valentine's Day gift from Marlena. According to teasers for Days of Our Lives, DOL, several Valentine's Day events, including one in the park, will start in Salem on Wednesday, February 14th. That's where Theresa Donovan, Emily O'Brien, will seem to momentarily ruin the fun as John Black, Drake Hodgson, treats Marlena Evans, Deidre Hall, to a beautiful picnic. Enthusiasts of Down on the Island are aware that Theresa just found an engagement ring in Alex Kiriaki's, Robert Scott Wilson, pocket, making her feel very emotional and in need of direction. Theresa is happy that her wish for a marriage proposal is coming true in part, but she might also be anxious given the situation. Theresa had no idea that she would start to feel real feelings for Alex or that he would fall for her as deeply as he did. Marlena might, however, learn more about the ring and advise Theresa to consider if she's ready to give Alex her whole attention. It's a significant choice, but if Theresa says yes, Marlena might not see any issues. Theresa will be disappointed if she doesn't get to accept Alex's marriage proposal, even though that is her intention. Theresa will attempt to accept the proposal too soon, according to Day's teasers, and she'll feel a little embarrassed about it later this week. After his run, Xander came home to find Sarah waiting for him. "I was beginning to worry for you. It felt like forever that you were gone." "There were numerous sirens present," Sarah remarked. Xander claimed to have run farther than normal since he had been in the zone. Xander shrugged and said Everett could update him on the police activities in the morning. "We could stay up late and watch the news, then maybe have a drink," Sarah said. While Xander acknowledged that the offer was alluring, he really needed a wash and some rest. "I'll take the first shift, so why don't you simply tell me when Victoria gets up?" Xander stated, "Just have a good night, Sarah." Xander quickly withdrew to his room. Sarah emerged from the shower with Xander. Xander remarked, "I thought we were taking things slow." "You are free to go at your own pace." "It's better to go slower," Sarah stated. Xander kissed Sarah after she wrapped her arms around his neck. Xander carried Sarah into his bedroom following their shower sex. "You have my affection." Sarah muttered, "I never stopped." "You have my affection." "I never gave up," Xander remarked. Sarah and Xander collapsed back onto the bed. Chad thanked Maggie in the Kiriaki's mansion for the clean clothes and somewhere to stay. Julie gazed off into the distance. "Where's Doug?" Maggie inquired. "With the kids upstairs. He is unwilling to part from their side," Chad remarked. Julie trembled on the sofa. Chad said that he was still processing the events. "But Chad, Julie was so brave," he remarked. Julie just gazed silently. "She is at all times." Maggie said, "And I know you were too, as you always are." Maggie reassured Julie, sitting next to her, that Julie, Doug, and the children were secure. "It's just a house, but ours was on fire. It is merely a material object. In reality, your house is your family. Your home is with the people you love, is it not?" stated Julie. Maggie concurred. Julie shook her head and stated that she did not know why the house had burned down. Chad clarified that he was to blame. Julie and Maggie were informed by Chad about the mysterious call he had received. "I believe it was retaliation for a drug ring story we published in The Spectator." "I would be sorry if I published that," Clyde informed me, Chad remarked. "You didn't give it any thought?" "A warning from your wife's killer, Clyde Weston?" Julie screamed. Chad was asked by Julie why he had printed the tale. Julie stated before Chad could answer that she knew he could not have predicted the fire, but she could not understand why he had not alerted the family to the danger. "I wish I had done so." "I'm to blame," declared Chad. Maggie wasn't convinced. Maggie said, "It's the deed of a wicked, ungodly man." "Not at all. I know what that man is capable of, so I should have taken his warning seriously," stumbled Chad. Julie expressed regret. Tom and Alice's legacy, their house, is destroyed by fire. However, I shouldn't attack you. It's not your fault. In no way are you at fault, Julie remarked. When Chad insisted it was all right, Julie apologized once more. Clyde is the one at fault. My God, Julie thought to herself, how this must hurt you, the man who took Abigail away from you, away from all of us. I first published the story for that reason. I had to bring him down, I really wanted to. And I was really motivated to hold him accountable for the harm he caused to my kids, Abby, and myself as well as for depriving them of a mother, Chad said. Julie inquired as to whether Clyde had made the call. Chad clarified that the call had come from a blocked number and that the voice had been muffled. So, you didn't tell the police about the call? Maggie inquired. Chad said that he had not yet reported the call to the police. Chad nodded and said he was going to the police station to give the cops his phone and see if they could find out anything. Maggie promised Julie that Clyde would face consequences once Chad departed. Schmeckening is reckoning. The residence was engulfed in flames. The family history is gone. Julie stumbled, the photos, the scrapbooks, my grandmother's, the Christmas ornaments. Julie started crying. What would my grandparents say? Julie mumbled something. Thank God everyone made it out alive and undamaged, they would say. As you previously stated, a house is not defined by material belongings. It's about your loved ones and your family, Maggie remarked. Julie gave a nod of consent. Rafe inquired about updates from Jada at the police station. Jada clarified that the officers were out interviewing witnesses and gathering surveillance video. What about Harris's phone? Rafe inquired. We're now attempting to find it. What's up with him? Jada inquired. Harris was still alive, but not well, Rafe verified. Regarding the pub, Rafe inquired. Everyone is fine, but I'll fill you in on that later, Jada replied. Officer Phillips was assigned to the hospital in order to report on Harris, Rafe informed Jada. Rafe remarked, I thought I could be more helpful here. When Wendy got there, Jada gave her the task of going through the traffic camera footage. Sure, but can I talk to you and Rafe, first in private? Wendy inquired. Wendy was led inside the interrogation room by Rafe and Jada. Look, I'm not a fan of being a leaker. However, given what transpired with Harris, I believe I ought to have informed you sooner, Wendy remarked. Wendy was urged to speak with them by Jada. Ava basically told Tripp and me the other night that there was something going on at the bistro. Something that would cause her problems. She also stated that she did not want our involvement. Wendy stated she didn't want us to be in danger either. What kind of danger? Rafe inquired. Wendy claimed that although Ava had not been explicit, she had emphasized that they shouldn't trust the police. Did she say why? Jada inquired. Ava had stated, according to Wendy, that the cops could be more corrupt than the mob, based on her experience. Did you observe any unusual behavior from Ava? Jada inquired. Wendy acknowledged that Ava had developed a fixation on forcing her and Tripp to leave the city. It's like if she can get us to leave, then we won't be around for whatever danger is out there, Wendy replied. Wendy continued by saying she thought Stefan was involved. Rafe urged Wendy to keep an eye on Ava after thanking her for the information. I'm not sure. It seems a little strange. The thought of spying on the mother of my partner, Wendy stated. Jada emphasized that the study might benefit from Wendy's observations. I don't have to tell you this, but there's some real serious business going down right now, Jada said. Wendy consented to assist. This is private between us, understand? You're giving us intelligence, and no one else will know that, Rafe remarked. Wendy, you can't tell anyone. Not even Tripp, continued Jada.